morning, everyone. I hope you had a long and fun filled weekend. And now let's proceed to our chapter. Our topic for today is muscular tissue. Have you ever wondered what would happen if we are not able to walk, to eat, to drink, to play? Or is there anything inside us that helps us to enjoy ourselves? How does the food travel through our digestive system? There are multiple questions in our minds for such movement related things, activities. So, the answer lies in today's session. Today, we are taking muscular tissue that are related to the movement of our body. They help to provide the movement of our body. So, the muscular tissues are responsible for the movement of the body. And the main characteristic of muscular tissue is the muscular fiber. So, muscle fibers are actually the muscle cells. We don't call them cells, we call them fibers because they are elongated. So, they have a special protein called contractile protein which help in the movement because of the contraction and relaxation. There are three types of muscular tissues: striated, unstriated, and cardiac muscles. You must have observed there are certain movements in our body that are voluntary, that we can do at our own will. If we want to write, we can write. If we want to walk, then we walk. So it is on us, it is our decision how we do an activity. Okay, so the tissues that help us in such movements which are at our own will, that means when we wish, then we do it. These are called the voluntary muscles. There are certain activities that we perform automatically. We don't have any control over it. We are not able to control them even if we want to. So, such movements are carried out by the muscles which are called involuntary muscles. And then we have our heart. Heart functions automatically, it keeps pumping. So obviously we don't have control over it, so it is involuntary movement. But the cardiac muscles are special and are different and are nowhere else found in our body. They are just found in the heart. They are one of its kind. So they are called cardiac muscles. So we will be taking each of these one by one. Let's begin with the voluntary muscles. So they are observed under the microscope as you can see them in the figure. They are called striped or striated as they have light and dark bands. These bands, these are called striations, like the striations you observe on the zebra crossing. So these are the patterns. Striations are the patterns that are stripes that are observed at something. Okay, so when observed under the microscope, these particular muscle fibers are found with such striations. These bands, there will be a light and the dark band alternatively observed. So they are called striated muscles. They are also called voluntary muscles as they move as per our will. When we wish them, then only they move. And they are called skeletal muscles as they are directly attached to all the bones in our body and help in the movement of our body. When you observe the structure, they are long, cylindrical, and unbranched. They don't have any branch. They are multinucleated. You can observe the nuclei in the fibers. The fibers are arranged in the form of bundles and they have dark and light patterns or bands. They are found in the limbs, hands, arms and legs, tongue and other parts of the body, face and neck, which we move at our own wish. And how do they work? They contract quickly, but they can't remain contracted for a long time. So they get fatigued or tired. So when you do some activity for a long time, you feel the pain in the particular limb and that particular area. This is because of the tiredness of these cells in these muscle fibers. So the next is the striated muscle. They are also called the unstriated muscles or involuntary muscles. They are called involuntary because they do not move at our own will. As you can observe in the figure, they are spindle shaped. Spindle shaped means they are pointed at the corners and thick at the center. This is the spindle shape, like the shape of your eyes or almond. These are all the spindle shaped things. They are uninucleated. They have only one nucleus. The fibers are arranged in the form of sheets and they do not show any band pattern. So the light and dark bands are absent. They are found in the iris, in ureters, bronchi of lungs, alimentary canal, that is your digestive system, and blood vessels. Because your eyes do not blink at your own will. Okay, your lungs, you can control your breathing, but you cannot control the movement inside your body. Okay, the movement of food inside your body. You eat at your own wish, but once you swallow a few food, you cannot stop it once it is inside. Okay. Next is the cardiac muscle fiber. Cardiac, as the name suggests, are found in the heart only. They are involuntary. They are short, cylinder shape. They are branched. You can see the branches in the figure. Uninucleated, and the fibers are arranged in the form of network. You can observe a very light patterns, band patterns. They are not very prominent. They are located in the walls of heart and they have the capacity to contract quickly and rhythmically. They follow a rhythm. So your heartbeat is at a rhythm. You can observe your heartbeat. So they do not get fatigued or tired. That is their main advantage. And they are found only and only in the heart. The next animal tissue type is the nervous tissue. The cells of the nervous tissues are called neurons, the nerve cells. And many nerve cells are bound by the connective tissue to make a nerve. Their main function is the transmission of stimuli from one place to another in the body. So they are very specialized. They are highly specialized tissue and work as the messenger inside our body. We have seen that we have the transporters inside our body, we have the locomotors inside our body, and we also have the postman in our body. So we have these neurons which carry the messages, which carry the signals from one place to another. They control all the activities of the body, be it a cardiac movement, be it breathing, eating, sleeping. Everything is controlled by these neurons. You can observe the diagram and you will make the diagram now. There is the main cell body which is called cyton. It has one nucleus and cytoplasm. Like you have your head, you can imagine a girl's head as a cyton, then with a long hair, and when she braids her hair, that braid you can observe as the long axon, right? So it carries the messages away from the cyton. The cyton has short branched part called dendrites. They carry the messages towards the cyton. So I hope both the types of tissues, nervous and muscular tissues, are clear to you. Now you are going to draw the diagram of all the three muscle fibers and the neuron. I want these 4 diagrams in next 10 minutes, neatly drawn and very neatly labeled. So we have covered these 2 pages of NCERT. You're going to open up your books now and draw the diagrams, prepare the notes of the muscle tissue and nervous tissue, and that's your classwork. Okay, and